Hey everyone, welcome back to another $1,000 strap search. I just got back from Vegas and I've got some neat stuff to show. I broke everything down into $1,000 sections so I can do one a week for a few weeks and you guys can see all the things I found in Vegas. This week's tip, I want to talk about how I got that money home from Vegas, because most of you probably have never tried to travel with literally thousands of singles in your bag. First and foremost, do not put the cash that you have in the checked luggage. If they lose your luggage, you just lost all that cash. So you want to make sure that you put all your straps in a carry-on. If you have dozens of straps of cash in a carry-on and you go through TSA, they are gonna stop you. So don't be surprised. Just tell them what you're doing. Just be upfront and honest about it, and there's nothing to worry about. They'll simply want to see inside your bag and make sure that what you are holding are singles, because there are federal restrictions as to how much physical cash you can try to carry from one point to another. They're more worried about money laundering and bank robberies and stuff like that. But for me, I think I brought somewhere between 3,000 and 4,000 in singles back, which takes up a lot of room and weighs a little bit and raises some eyebrows when you start pulling out all those singles. So anyway, just be aware. Don't put it in checked luggage. Make sure it's in a carry-on, and be aware that TSA is going to stop you. Just tell them you're a collector and you like to search through the money that you find in Vegas, because everybody goes to Vegas, which means the money that you get in Vegas has been all over the place. That's why I like bringing money home from Vegas. All right, so there's my 1,000. This week I am focusing on the downtown area. I always labeled all my bills so I knew exactly where I got them from. I'm going to set these off to the side. The places that I got bills from downtown were Binion's, the El Cortez, the California, the Golden Nugget, the Plaza, and Fremont. Those were the casinos that would sell me some bills. So let's take a look and see what I got. This was one of my bigger stacks that I got on this particular trip. That's why I chose to go with this one first while everything's still interesting. Speaking of interesting, this bill was set on fire. Somebody got hot at the tables, apparently. I don't find any value in it. I just think it was neat to find a bill that literally has a hole in it burned through, probably with a cigarette. So that was the first interesting find. I did get a Where's George bill. Where'sGeorge.com. You guys have seen me do videos on Where's George. It'll be exciting to see where this one has been, so I will check that right after I get off of YouTube. Did find a number of trinaries. This one's zeros, ones, and twos. One short of a binary. Nice shape on that one. This one is a trinary, zeros, twos, and sixes. Also a really good shape. Pick up the rest of these here. Another trinary, ones, fives, and sevens. Ones, sixes, and eights. Zeros, twos, and eights. 1 4s and 2s. This one's a little older, 2009. And I found a number of quads. This one's a 2017. The current printing. Quad zeros right in the middle. Quad 4s on this one. This one's pretty raggy, but quad 6s nonetheless. Probably going back in circulation. I always pull out everything I find just so you guys have an idea of what you can expect to find when you do all your searches. Quad 7s on this one from 2009. And quad 8s. This one's fairly crisp, but maybe not. Found a lot of star notes. This star note here was interesting, first of all, because you'll see that it's a 2017 star note. This is actually the first 2017 star note I've run across. I know with all the bills that I've searched, you'd think I would have found one of these sooner. The other thing that I like about this is the fact that it starts off with 3 zeros. So I've got a star note from the current series with 3 zeros, so that's an extremely low star note, 52,154. I'm going to be hitting this one up on mycurrency.com and finding out the rarity on this one. I didn't do it yet because I wanted to put it on video before I start doing any research on the stuff. I'm showing you guys the raw stuff that I find. So yeah, first 2017 star note. 2013, little raggedy, probably not going to be worth anything. Lower number B series, really nice shape. There was two of them right here back to back. Really good shape on this one too. Also starting with 2 zeros, so I've got hopes that that may be worth something. A couple creases in this one, but I check every star note because if there was only 200,000 of them printed, most of those are going to get shredded anyway, so it's just having the bill itself makes it worth money. A couple more stars, another hard crease down the middle. This one's really sharp. A few wrinkles on that one. And as you can see, there are quite a few bills that I was able to pull from these searches. So that's why I do that. You get bills coming from all over the country. People don't generally search their bills. They're just spending, spending, spending. And that's what makes Vegas great. Star note here is from 2006. So that I've got some high hopes for that. Found some older currency. This one, as you can see, is from 1999. 1995, hard crease right down the middle of that one. Another 95, kind of raggedy. 1998, making sure it's not a Webby. Nope. And then, check this out. I found, not only is this a 1963, it's a 1963B, which means this is a Barr note. Joseph W. Barr, Secretary of the Treasury. These are the rarest of the rare. I couldn't believe I ran across one of these. What makes these so rare is, well, when you talk about the series of a bill, that means that generally a specific president assigned someone to be the Treasurer of the United States, and then there's the Secretary of the Treasury. So a 1963 would have those two names. But if during that particular president's term in office, either of these change, then they reprint the bills with the newer person that's on there, and they'll mark it 63A. If it changes again, it becomes B. The reason this bill is so rare is because Joseph W. Barr, he was only the Secretary of the Treasury for 30 days. That's right, 30 days. That's why collectors are always looking for Barr notes. 1963B are referred to as the Barr notes, and with him only holding that seat for 30 days, that's why these are so rare, so in demand, and why I'm so excited every time I pull one of these from circulation, because, let's face it, they shouldn't be out there. So that covers the stuff that I found while I was out in Vegas. And I wanted to make sure to bring something really neat out for my first video back. So I pulled out this one right here. This is a 1922, let me get in on the corner of that one, series of 1922 $10 gold certificate. $10 gold. This certifies that there has been deposited in the Treasury of the United States of America $10 in gold coin, payable to the bearer on demand. And we'll get that inscription right here. This certificate is legal tender, and the amount therein payment of all debts and dues, public and private, acts of March 14th, 1900, as amended, and December 24th, 1919. So this one features, let's see if I can get that focused in there, Michael Hillegas, first treasurer of the U.S. I thought it was Hamilton at a glance. I always thought it was Hamilton, and I thought the picture was kind of odd. It, for some reason, from a distance, reminded me of if Charles Schultz drew a picture of Hamilton. That's just the way that I always remember this bill. But a $10 gold certificate. This is from 1922. It is one of the large size notes. Once again, if I put a small bill in front of it, a regular size bill in front of it, you can see the difference in size. And everybody always comments on how big everybody's wallet must have been back then. So the $10 gold certificate, you can see it has a gold Federal Reserve seal. Sometimes they used red, sometimes they used gold. On this particular series, they use gold on the front. But what makes the gold certificates always so popular is that you will never mistake them if you look at them from the back. All gold certificates were done in this bright orange to make them easily identifiable as gold certificates. It does have this little bit of a dark wrinkle across the front, a little bit of a wear spot right there in the center. Let me just let you guys take a close look at all the detail in there. Gold certificate, the United States of America, $10. Now, gold certificates were issued throughout the 1880s all the way up until the 1920s. But for the most part, gold certificates were only used from bank to bank. It wasn't until almost 1900 that you were going to find gold certificates in circulation. You were able to get them. I mean, they are available. They just weren't generally used in circulation. This was from a series that was used in circulation, thus me having it and thus all the damage on it. But it is a gold certificate nonetheless. 1922 $10 gold certificate. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you learned anything this time, please give me a like. If you like what you see, make sure to subscribe and tell your friends. I appreciate all the comments I get, and I appreciate all you guys watching my videos. I'll see you next week with another batch of 1,000 from Vegas, and we'll see what I pull out of my box next week. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.